Okay, friends, you know that I really love and trust you when I'm coming to you with no makeup on, but I was just at the splash park, so I just wanted to send you a really quick video on reintegration. If you're at the end of Arbonne 30, it is time to slowly reintegrate those eliminated inflammatory foods back into your diet. So here's my 2 tips. My tip number 1 is to continue doing your prebiotic, probiotic, your fiber, possibly a shake. If you really enjoy the shakes, I have some friends at the end who are like, I'm ready for just regular food all the time. And at the end, I have some friends that are like, my body craves those shakes now. So I do 1 shake a day. That's just what I do all the time. What we do at the end of Arbonne 30 in order to keep our bodies feeling good, moving good, is we do what we call the 80-20. So we live this anti-inflammatory diet 80% of the time, and 20% of the time we splurge because life is life and we want to be able to go have a beer which has gluten in it, or we want to be able to go back to our coffee every day, and that's part of our 20%. And your 80 and 20 can look different. It could be like 80% of the week, or it could be 80% of your day and then 20% of your day, which is typically how I live it when I'm not doing the full Arbonne 30. And some people continue it on. I have a couple clients who are in their 3rd month, and it's just the lifestyle that fits for them, and they feel good and they see results, so they don't want to go back. So so the suggestion number 1 is to keep something consistent. We all need to have enough fiber, and we all need to have a probiotic and a prebiotic. So I would just stick with those. I mean, I also love the detox tea. I have it every day, at least twice a day, because I'm addicted to something so wonderful. Some people love the fizz sticks. They just keep going with that so they don't go back to sugary drinks. So just think about what it is you want to keep consistent. The second tip I have for you is when we reintegrate, we're going to leave gluten for last, because gluten affects all of our systems. It may not, some people can't tolerate gluten. I am not one of those people, but it does affect all of our systems. So we want to reintegrate that last, just so that our body can actually be free to tell us what's actually bothering it. So, sorry, I know I have a 5 head like Tyra Banks, so, whatever. She flaunts it, so I'm going to flaunt it for you guys. So when we reintegrate, we're going to do 1 eliminated thing at a time so that our body is free to be able to tell us, is this okay or not? So we're not going to go back like the next day after Arbonne 30 is over and just eat everything we want and drink everything we want, because then the whole clearing out of our system so that our body can tell us if there are certain things that are keeping it not feeling its best will be ruined. So we're going to do it slowly, 1 at a time. So we're going to say, one of the safest things, honestly, to reintegrate first is wine, not beer, because beer has gluten. So any gluten-free alcohol is pretty safe to reintegrate first. Coffee's another typical safe one, but remember, we're not going to put dairy in our coffee at first. So you could do a coconut milk in your coffee or coconut creamer or whatever. But if you want it, let's take coffee as an example. That's the first thing I want to put back in. So I'm going to do my cup of coffee, once in the morning, and then I could put my coconut cream or my almond milk cream or whatever it is, but not milk. I'm gonna see how I feel that day. I'm gonna do it 1 more day. I'm not gonna do gluten in the day. I'm gonna keep doing my, you could use those recipes over, or you could get kind of creative. And then, depending on how I feel on day 3, then I'm gonna reintegrate dairy. And then I can have my coffee with my creamer, because then if something happens, I know it wasn't my coffee. Because if I do it all at the same time, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was my coffee or my creamer or both or what it was, okay? And then I'm gonna do that for a couple days, and maybe I'll have some cheese that day. Maybe I'll have, I don't know, not ice cream. Don't go crazy, because that's all the processed sugar too. So then maybe day 4, day 5, I'm gonna do more sugary things, or one of the other things I cut out. I'm gonna leave gluten till the end, okay? So that's how we reintegrate. You can reintegrate over a week, but that way it really allows the system to work and your body to be able to communicate with you. Let me know if you have any questions.